All right, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahawah Bahasham, Wakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. All right, in today's lesson, we're going to go into how our enemies are going to be so terrified when Yahweh, the Most High, sends his son Yahawashi down here with his mighty angels. You know, how they're going to be hiding in their underground cities, their underground bunkers. But the Lord says, don't worry about that. The Lord says, I know where all of them are at, you know? Because people in this world may say, oh, you know, the left-hand side, Illuminati, whatever. You know, those dummies, you know, they may say, oh, you know, they're untouchable. You know, no one knows where they're at, you know, and, you know, the angels are like, what did you kidding me or what, Mike? You know, the angels are like this. What did you kidding me or what, Mike? You know, the angels know exactly where they're at. Exactly. You know, you guys ever heard of that exactly disease? All right. The angels know and the Lord knows exactly where they're at. People in this world may be like, no, nobody don't know. Shit. The Lord and the angels know exactly where they're at. The Lord's just laughing at them. This is what you have to understand. So that way it kind of lifts up a little bit of, you know, relieves a little bit of weight off your shoulders, you know, maybe because some of you might be like, well, what if the Lord can't find them? Don't even start. All right, don't even start. The Lord knows. This is the Lord's planet. Okay, the Lord can see through this whole thing. You know, it's like when like these military intelligence, they have like night vision, and then they have like certain AI and technology where they can see through walls. You know, they can see through stuff like that. Like they can see through like drywall and all that. You know, they have like infrared. You know, they can see like, you know, your they can see your heart rate and all that. Okay, can you imagine the angels? The angels can see you clear. You know, they can see through mountains, no problem. No problems, no problems. Were you kidding me or what, Mike? You know? So can you imagine what our enemies, if what you guys got, and you guys are just mortals. Imagine what the angelic forces have? It's beyond, you know? They can see right through you guys like scotch tape. Facts. Oh yeah. The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse, let's go to 9 and verse 2. Let's see, in verse 3. Amos chapter 9, verse 2 and 3. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So let's break this down. All right. Oh, you know what? Check this out. The head title, you know, the headline, it reads right here. It says no escape from Yahweh's judgment. Exactly, right there it is. You know, that's what the headline reads. Check that out. It says no escape from Yahweh's judgment. That's perfect. You know, beautifully said right there. Straight to the point. You know, like Elder Yaakov said. You know, all you need is one word. You know, all you need is one word. Just one word. You know, the simpler, you know, you can make it, the better. You know, because you don't got to be like, oh, these people are bad because of this, and on Saturdays they go and do this, and on Sundays they do this. See, then you're looking like man, whatever already. You know, just get to the damn point. You know, it's hey, are they wicked? Yes or no? Are they on the left hand side or are they on the right hand side? You know, just tell us what the fuck it is. Excuse my Italian. Just get straight to the point. Like, hey, are they with the Lord? Yes or no? That's it. You know, because all of us can point fingers at each other all day and be like, okay, well, this person didn't throw his trash in the trash can, and oh, this person forgot to wash his hands, and I mean, people can do that shit all day long. You know, everybody does stuff. You know, everybody's imperfect. All right, so that's why you got to just get straight to the point. You know, don't be, you know, too much for those of you that teach the word out there. You know, so much, you know, like, oh well, you know this, and you know, they're bad because of this and this. No, hey, just one word, baby. Just break it down. Just tell it like it is. The left hand side are straight up queers. That's it. You say, oh well, why? Because this and because they have boyfriends. No, just that's it. That's all you gotta know. They're fucking queers. Straight up. Leave it right there. Just straight to the point. Bam. Straight. No chaser. That's it. It might be a little bit. Might be a little harsh. It might be a little raw, but you got it. You got the message, mijo. You got the message, mijo. It's that simple. Because we're not gonna, give you all the greasy details and all that, because we don't care about that. We're in judgment time. We're just gonna tell you, from the best of our capability, who's on what side and which way to go to follow the Lord. All right. Forget people's opinions, what they think about us. Even who cares? We don't even care. Even the non-believers, we don't care. That's what the Lord said. Don't meditate on how the wicked are going to be punished, but meditate to how the righteous are going to be saved. So that's basically the Lord saying that the wicked are finished. So don't even worry about it. Don't think like, oh, well, what if they escape? That's a big hell no. It ain't going nowhere. Amos chapter 9 verse 2. Though they dig into hell, because they go in these elites have underground cities, underground bunkers, and they're going to be hunted real soon. Then shall my hand take them. See? Who's his hand? Yahawah's right hand is Yahawah. All right? Our Lord and Savior. That's what his name means. He saves, he delivers. Though they climb up to heaven, because they can't actually go to, where the Lord's at in the fourth dimension. It's they're going up to those space stations. Okay, the ISS, and they got space stations up there. They also have, lasers out there. So when the Lord arrives, they're gonna try to counter him. Which is retarded, because look at how retarded these heathens are. The angels were sitting above the Capitol the other day. No one didn't do anything, just to show you that our enemies ain't ready and they can't contend with the angels. So how much more Yahawah, the King himself? Our enemies are about to get trampled, right before our eyes. Though they climb up to heaven, meaning their space stations, thence will I bring them down, because the Lord's going to use the angels to go get them. Amos chapter 9 verse 3. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, that means mountains. All right, because they have like military bases like in Cheyenne Mountains and all that. Wherever, the Lord's going to go get them. I will search and take them out. See? Thence. Yeah, so don't get too comfortable. Those of you guys on the left-hand side, you guys are all about to get, the majority of you guys down there are going to be slain, but like the main bosses are going to be, remain for slavery. So your bosses are in good hands, And though they be hid from my sight on the bottom of the sea, because they have like bases, like cities underground, like in the ocean, like underneath water, so to speak. Remember like that movie Godzilla, where they had like that base in the water. Remember that? They have stuff like that, So the Lord's like, oh, don't worry, I see them, because this is the Lord's planet, Can you imagine how the Lord looks at this planet? It's kind of like I know it's a little bugged out, but it's just an example that I can give you guys. Like Christmas time, they have like those little snow globes. The little snow globe. They have like you turn it upside down and it snows and stuff. You ever seen that? Like little snow globes? They're like they're they're a little bit bigger than like your fist. You can kind of shake them and it kind of snows. It's like a little snow globe. That's how the Lord can see the world like that. I mean, even 100 times, so he can see the whole thing. He knows where everybody's at all times. The earth is his footstool. Remember, facts. So this is what you have to understand. The Lord knows everything, but these devils are like, oh no, we're gonna surprise Yahawah. We're gonna counter them. This is how retarded our enemies are. Remember, we're not giving emotional. We're just telling you what it is. Because remember, war brings reality. Because they can talk crap and get mad all day long, but just add it up. Just look, if they literally can't do nothing against the angels when they're just sitting there, okay, how much more when the angels get their green light and go at our enemies, go at Esau full force? Imagine, just add it up. And we ain't gotta tell you, all that. Just add it up. You tell us, Tell us, does this man got wisdom? This dude's insane. You know? You may say, hey, Esau's crazy. No, not crazy. Stupid. That's why we're laughing, because, hey, the other day, um, you know, that Boeing 737 got taken out by a bird. See that? This is show you Esau, you guys are up there just relying on the engine. You see? Because Esau stuff breaks down. His technology, his Teslas, they malfunction. See? So how do you know those chips are not going to malfunction? Imagine, Esau has never made anything that's perfect, that doesn't need maintenance, that doesn't need to, that doesn't break down, that doesn't have to be upgraded. Everything from the iPads to cell phones to Teslas, everything breaks down. To cable TV, everything, kind of has a malfunction or something happens, See? And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent. Oh, all right. That's talking about Leviathan, because that creature, Godzilla, he really exists, but his name is Leviathan, and he lives at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, because the Pacific is the deepest part of the ocean in the world. The ocean is, it's so deep that imagine these heathens and Edomites, they can't even explore it, but yet they're gods. They can't even leave this planet, but yet they're gods. They know everything. You can't tell them shit because they're a boss bitch. Excuse my language. Excuse my Italian. Yeah, you can't tell them nothing because, oh, she's a boss bitch. Fuck her ass. What kind of shit is that? Fucking, you can't tell her nothing. The hell with her. Huh? Let me find out you're afraid of a wizard. That's so ridiculous. Because the left-hand side, they want to destroy YAHAWAH and the angels, and the angels are always inside the atmosphere, and our enemies can't do anything, So it's like, what are you waiting for, Because they have no weapons to take down those spaceships, So what's their excuse, Oh, we're, oh, the left-hand side, this is the left-hand side. Oh, we're just waiting. Waiting for what? Christmas? It already passed. What are you guys waiting for? You guys still cannot take down none of those spaceships. And those spaceships already took down jets, fighter jets. In case guys don't know, there's been over 100 already that have been sunk by those spaceships, by the angels. See that? But Esau's not letting you guys know that. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. The angels are messing around with the nuclear sites. There's a lot of stuff happening, because the Lord's mocking our enemies. So I'm like, yeah, you wanted to fight me, I'm just sending you just the angels right now is messing with you. So imagine when YAHAWAH gets here. See that? Because they have no weapon against the angels and the Lord and the ships, but yet they're ready to fight. How? Left-hand side is like, oh, don't worry, we're not going to tell you, but we're ready. How? Left-hand side, oh, don't worry, we just are. We're not going to tell you what weapons we got. Yeah, you don't got to tell us. You ain't got to tell me. But just amongst you and your teams, you just do the math. And you're telling me these dudes ain't retarded on the left-hand side? Do the math. They can't even penetrate those ships, but yet they're ready. But yet they're gods, and you don't even have the answers? I thought Satan beat YAHAWAH. So those ships should be easy work. They should be easy work. It should be nothing. Where's Satan at? Where's Baphomet? If Satan supposedly won. To you retards out there. Just pointing things out, See? And he shall bite them, Leviathan, because he's at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. It's facts. You guys got to know that God is real. And his name is YAHAWAH. See that? And he really is going to help the righteous out here. Remember, the righteous, you guys win. And this war and these battles and all that, remember, the famine, martial law and all that, that's for the wicked. You righteous out there, the elect that consists of men, women, and children, yes, you're still going to go through the motions, but you're gonna have a hedge around you. All right, and our enemies are gonna be mad. They're gonna talk crap. So what? Label you guys a terrorist, whatever. It don't really matter. But the thing is just that they're going down this time. We're not going to slavery no more. This is what you have to understand. In this time that we're approaching, you guys win. The righteous, you guys win, because we've been in captivity for over 2,000 years. The Northern Kingdom, shoot, we've been in captivity since 724 BC. Can you imagine? So we're not going down again, you guys. See? So rejoice, rejoice, because we're not going into this again. That's it, our captivity is just about up. See that? So this is why our enemies are raging, because they can't do anything. They're like, damn, the Lord's mocking them. The prophets are exposing them. They're like, shit, So the Lord is cutting off their options. It's kind of like, hey, you guys ever seen that movie back in the day, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You remember that? I mean, that movie, that TV show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Remember when they kind of got in a jam? They would have like two options. They can call, remember, they can make the phone call. Remember, to call someone to help them out with a question, or they can use like 50-50, like the lifeline. Remember that? So that's what Esau's doing right now. He's like going through his options. He's like, all right, because he's stalling, Because remember, our enemies are in quicksand. The faster they move, the faster they're going to slavery. The Lord's a master chess player, and the Lord, remember, the Lord's a God of war. He loves war. So imagine the Lord's strategies and all that. He has our enemies in a total trick bag. They're going to fall right into the enemy's trap. I mean, they're going to fall right into the Lord's trap, Because can you imagine, like, the tactics of, like, North Korea and Russia, America, stuff like that, NATO. I mean, they got some good tactics, stuff like that, strategies, spies, their witches and stuff to, intels, their psychics to tell them, okay, can you imagine the Lord and the angels? Shit, they're coming with it, It's about to be just breathtaking, you guys. Just like, damn, like, imagine the Lord's war tactics and strategies, and his spies and the Lord's special forces and all that, and frontline soldiers. It's going to be off the charts, you guys. Can you imagine? So that's what they're doing right now, because, and you can't blame them, because, shoot, if I was him, I would probably do the same thing, because he's stalling out on time, Esau's stalling out on time, because he's like, okay, well, I'm going to wait till the last minute, because it's kind of like, like, you're gonna perish, so he's kind of like, well, I'm gonna stay inside. It's kind of like, if he goes outside, he's gonna get eaten by a pack of wolves. So he's like, I'm gonna stay inside as long as I can. So that's what they're doing. They're stalling as long as they can, like that show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So he's making that phone call, like, shit, what are my options? All right, well, I can do this, so he's going through his options, like, well, what can we do? So that's what they're doing right now, because Esau and our enemies, they're stalling on time, because a lot of you say, well, damn, how come they haven't brought martial law and all that? Because these niggas are scared. They're scared. They see the ships. They see what's going on, because the top bosses, they ain't stupid. They know what's going on. Why do you think they're underground? Because they know. They're like, oh, shit, we can't even do anything to these ships. So they already know, A grown man is not going to hide underneath the ground for no reason. It's kind of like those horror movies when people are scared, they go underneath the bed. Yeah, if you go underneath, what do these guys see? See, because they see the Lord and the angels. He has that much power. See, that you gotta understand that, you guys, that God is real. He's very real, and his angels are very real. But the Lord is very upset. And he's gonna mock our enemies. Bad, you guys. Real bad. All right. Remember, the Lord's not worried, but he is upset with them. So he's gonna bring the ruckus. Can you imagine? A power that created, remember, the oceans, the mountains, the planets and galaxies. You imagine like how powerful that is? Look at the sun and the moon, how it just does its thing every time. Look at the human body. Our enemies, yeah, now they make clones and all that stuff, but who'd you get the replica from? Okay, from people, from the Lord's creation. Your guys' plane, Esau's planes, he got them from the birds. Their submarines, they got them from the whales. See? You ain't doing nothing on your own, partner. See, but yet you're gods and you guys are Mr. Know-It-All. No, you guys are about to get, beat down. See, so that's what the enemies are doing right now, because they're stalling out, because they're like, damn, well, what can we? It's like that show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Because like, okay, well, shit, I'm in a jam. What do we do? Like, okay, well, you can make the phone call, remember? You can make the phone call, or you can do the 50-50, that lifeline or whatever. Remember that? If you guys ever used to see that movie, that TV show back in the day, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Remember they used to do that? Like they would try to ask them some questions, And then when they would get in a jam, in a pinch, like, oh snap, they can either, you know, remember their options, like, okay, well, what's my options? All right, well, you can make the phone call, or you can do like the 50-50 or something like that. It's been a little while, you know. All right, so that's what they're doing right now. They're like, shit, well, what are our options? Well, shit, well, let's just wait it out, because they know once they roll this thing out, the Lord and the angels are right there to beat them down, you know. Yeah. Oh, hey, remember that? You guys ever seen that Chicano movie, that Mexican American movie, American Me? I remember when the boss, okay, like they kind of turn on him. He goes, "Hey, you're showing signs of weakness." Remember that? And then like they're like, "Hey, we're gonna get him." And remember he had they're like, "Okay, well, we're gonna get you," but when he come out of his cell, remember that? Then when he came out of his cell, remember they're like, "Hey, you're very brave," and then that's when they all started stabbing him, and they threw him over that rail in prison. Remember that movie American Me? Okay, it's like that because he's inside his cell because he knows once he comes out, the Lord and the angels are right there. Like, we about to get this nigga because he's a fugitive on the run. He's a thief, a liar, and a murderer. Okay, he destroyed this planet. He's destroying people, his own people, you know, the animals, the plants, everything. So the Lord's like, I'm about to get this clown. See? So he's like that dude, American Me. You know, when he went to prison, remember that boss of the Mexican Mafia? Remember? He's like, hey, you know, they're like, hey, well, hey, we're going to get this dude, but we're going to wait till he gets out of his cell, you know? And then he came out, and they're like, all right, you know, because he was, you know. But that's what Esau's doing. He's waiting inside his cell. He's like, I'm not going to go out there till the last second. So that's what he's doing. He's stalling because he's like, shit, because he knows once he makes that move, the Lord got him checkmated. It's already done. It's already done. You can already see. Remember, he only has that little halftime show to bring the martial law and the guillotines. But after that, that's it. You know, the angels are gonna go crazy out here. Like for reals, are really gonna rearrange this place. Oh yeah. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 15. And the king we're gonna go down to the 17th verse. All right. Revelation chapter 6 verse 15 down to the 17th verse. And the kings of the earth. Let's see. All right, cool. All right. And the kings of the earth and the great men. All right, so the rulers, the elites, the international bankers, and not just Esau, the Edomites, you know, Moab, Ishmael, Elam, Ham, okay? And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every freeman hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. See that? So the Lord can see them because where are they at? They're in their underground cities. They have underground cities, you know, with fast trains and all that. The Lord don't give it. Man, the Lord's about to destroy all that fast. You know? The Lord knows exactly where they're at. Remember, the Lord can just see through the earth like Scotch tape. He knows where everybody's at. He knows your every move. He controls your every move. Not only does he know where everybody's at, the Lord controls your every move. Imagine that, you know? And these dudes like Noah Harari, you know, excuse my Italian, but this dumbass is just like, oh yeah, we can make God as mad as we want. Good luck, you know? Good luck, nigga. You know? Shoot, you know? The elites might be like, hey, you got any advice for us? Run, bitch. Run, you know? Because once the Lord gets here, hey, that's all I gotta say. Just keep your shoes tied. To all you on the left-hand side, just keep your shoes tied. You know? Get ready to run. Because when YAHAWAH gets here, damn. You know, it's so much power that it's scary, you know? Shoot, I'm scared for you, you know? And it's, of course, you know, I want to see our enemies destroyed, but it's that bad. It's that bad where it's like you almost don't want to look, you know? Because can you imagine, like, if you got in the hands of, like, the cartel and all that, you know, like, you see how they torture people, you know? You know, like, these militaries, how they torture people, right? They have people in dungeons right now. Can you imagine the Lord and the angels, angelic forces? Damn, you know, they can literally, you know, turn your body into, like, ice cubes. Remember, like, Thanos turned that body's person into, like, different pieces? The Lord can do all that. You know, he can just melt you into the ground. You know, he can freeze you like Sub-Zero. The Lord has control out of all elements, you know? He can just destroy your organs from the inside, just crush your spine. I mean, spiritual power is way worse than a gun. I mean, because the Lord can really jack you up, you know? Send a demon inside your head, you know, and you be bugging the freak out, you know? Like in Sirach, it says, give me any plague, but not the plague of the mind. Yeah, man. So can you imagine? It's painful, you know? That's what we're saying, you know? It ain't, we're not out here just, oh, just, hey, the right hand side is stronger, just talking crap. No. The left hand side, you guys are in for one hell of a night. You know, you guys are gonna be in a world of hurt and a world of hurt. Imagine? Shit. Huh? Revelation chapter 6, verse 16. And said to the mountains and rocks. So check this out. So they're all members, the bondmen, the elites, all that. Okay, even the chief mighty men in the militaries and all that, you know, that sold out, they're all gonna be down there, you know, trying to protect the elites, because the elites are gonna have, you know, these androids and robots protecting them, super soldiers protecting them, you know, the elite, you know, of the military protecting them. They're all gonna get smashed, you know. The Lord and the angels and the 144,000 are gonna run right through them. That's easy work. That's playtime. It's playtime. It's playtime. You know, and those you on the left hand side think like, oh well, no, you know, we're gonna give the angels a run for their money. Run it. You know, all you guys do is talk. Run it. You know, the angels are available 24/7. You know, facts. That's what you gotta understand. You know, prove to the world. You have to prove to the world that that the uh, that that the left hand side is stronger. That your guys' fairy tales and bedtime stories is real. All right, and a lot of people might even leave your teams because they're gonna see that you guys are full of shit on the left hand side. Because we don't even gotta do nothing because you guys gotta prove it now. You know, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's people on your team that left because they're like, hey, these niggas are full of shit. But that's up to you to make that decision. You know, because now the spotlight is on you, Esau. The pressure's on you. You know, the whole world's waiting on you to make your move. You know, you say that the left hand side is stronger. Well, now's your chance, mijo. You know, run it. Facts. You know, prove to the world. And remember, when you make your move, bring Tucker Carlson so he can film you guys getting bitch slapped back to Mount Seir. Facts. The Lord and the angels are that confident. You know. Oh yeah. You know, they can't wait to tear you a new one. You know, especially YAHAWAH. You know, especially YAHAWAH. Man. Revelation chapter 6, verse 16. And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us. See? Because when they're in the underground cities, remember, they have satellites, they have TVs, so they're going to be seeing, you know, how the Lord and the angels destroy all their military, all their super soldiers, all their retarded clones, all that. You know, and it's going to be bad. So, you know, it's kind of like that horror movie, you know? You kind of see, like, Freddy Krueger, like, you know, the way he takes out people. So that's why people, like, they're hiding, you know, because they're like, damn, I don't want that to happen to me, you know? So that's why they're trying to lock the doors, you know, or like when Michael Myers is chasing them, remember? You know, the people die. So, like, they try to hide in the room, like, damn, they're hiding from that dude. Because, like, I don't want to die from that dude, you know? So that's how the elites are going to be. Because, like, once you see the way YAHAWAH and the angels are putting people to death out here, the wicked, of course, the righteous, the Lord has you guys, okay? And your families. The wicked. So once these elites, because they're going to be watching, you know, from the underground, because they have TVs, they have cameras everywhere. So they're going to be watching, you know, their teams getting smashed, but like brutally, you know, it's like that, you know. So by the time the Lord gets to them, they're going to be like, oh, hell no, you know. So they're going to be trying to commit suicide, like, oh, hell no. They're going to see that, you know, the angels are going to be walking right through their doors, and because they have concrete and big old rebar and titanium and steel and all that. And the angels can just walk through walls. They can teleport to right next to you, you know? Imagine that. So these are what the elites are going to be saying in those underground bunkers. All right, once they see the Lord taking people out here. Check this out. Revelation chapter 6, verse 16. And said to the mountains and to the rocks. These are what these elites are going to be saying. Okay, because they're going to be seeing everything in the cameras, you know? Fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. See that? The wrath of the Lamb. God's not all love. He's mad at the wicked. So you got to understand. You know, the YAHAWAH, that's the YAHAWAH, you know? Just look at how powerful those ships are that, one angel is. Can you imagine YAHAWAH himself, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the son of Yahweh? That's it. When he's here, it's literally game over. It's literally just watch out, get out of the way, if you can, That's why the Lord is going to beam up his elect, because once the Lord and the angels start to get busy out here, remember, one angel can destroy the whole earth. So imagine when the Lord and the angels get down here, they're going to totally rearrange this place. Like when a fight breaks out at a bar or a restaurant, there's tables flipped and chairs thrown, and there's bottles, glass bottles broken and stuff like that, The whole bar is just, shot, They broke posters and broke tables, They, dragged that person across the bar, broke a lot of shot glasses and, cups and stuff like that, So that's how the angels are going to, and the Lord are going to do, because they're going to be kicking, excuse my Italian, because they're going to be kicking so much ass out here that they're going to rearrange everything, these mountains, everything. It's like Dragon Ball Z, They have power like that. Remember like Dragon Ball Z when they can do like a Kamehameha and it'll just like go through a mountain? That's how the Lord and the angels are. They can shoot lasers out of their eyes. They can shoot Kamehamehas, all that, Where do you think that creator of Dragon Ball Z, where do you think he got his inspiration from? From the Lord, the scriptures. That's the X-Men, the 144,000. They have power to do all that, lightning, like Thor. Yeah, all that, That's called spiritual power, ladies and gentlemen. Spiritual power is much greater than carnal power. Huh? So let's read that again. Revelation chapter 6, verse 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. See? Because can you imagine, they're going to be so terrified how the Lord and the angels are putting the wicked down out here, that they'd rather be crushed by those big old mountains, by those big old rocks. And imagine how terrible that is, for a mountain to just crush you. You're talking, that's painful, Imagine a big old rock just like smashing your head in. That's dreadful, So imagine they're going to be so terrified that they're going to be saying to the mountains, please just crush us. Don't let us get captured by YAHAWAH and the angels and the 144, because this is how brutally they're going to be putting the you wicked down out here. Bad, real bad, Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, this is what John the Revelator saw. Hey, man, John the Revelator received a lot of visions, man. Man, that's there's a lot here in Revelation. There's a whole lot in Revelation, John the Revelator received a lot. Revelation chapter 6, verse 17. For the great day of his wrath is come. See, because he's not all love. He's not going to save everybody. For the great day of his wrath is come, meaning doom. Doom means judgment, okay? And who shall be able to stand? Question mark. Yeah, because who can stand against, the Lord and his angels? Who? They're about to get trampled out here. So with that, that's it on today's lesson. And just know that, there's no escape for our enemies. There's no escape for our enemies at all. At all. Okay, so, we'll title this lesson, there's no escape from Yahweh's judgment. So with that, stay prayed up, just be honest, just do the best you can. Remember, no one's going to be perfect, including myself, but just, keep on fighting. Just do the right thing. Don't worry about what people label you, okay? Because you serve the Lord, you don't serve them. So don't worry about them, okay? Because are they part of the hopeful elect? Nobody knows. So how do you know that person that's saying, oh yeah, that person's not a man of God, how do you know that person's not a 2/3? And here they are talking shit about a hopeful member of the elect, saying, oh yeah, you're not going to make it, or this or that, Well, what about you? What if you're not going to make it and you're already over here judging? You see? So that's why, you got to watch yourself. You got to watch yourself. And just because, too, somebody looks like a so-called white man doesn't mean that they're an Edomite. That they can be an Israelite, So don't be so quick to judge. Remember, it's your spirit. Okay, so don't be so fast, like, oh, hey, that's an Edomite. You're going to slavery. Hey, slow down, baby. That could be Israel. That could be Israelite. It's a spirit. You know, yeah. You gotta be seasoned in this thing. You gotta kind of slow down a little bit and judge. The spirit, because what if that so-called Caucasian family, they believed in the Lord, you know, and you're already over here like, oh, look at these devils, and just what if they believe in the Lord, and those are Israelites that are part of the hopeful elect, and you're already putting them down. So just be careful, be wise. Remember, because the elect are going to look like everybody, so-called Asians, so-called Caucasians, so-called East Indians. All right, so just remember that. So with that, that's it on today's lesson. On your feet, soldier. Stay prayed up. Shalom.